Alright guys, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Max. I wanted to take a different approach, kind of introduce myself in a more candid way and set my intentions for this channel, for these videos that I'm posting, for those of you that are curious and even want to, I guess, see more behind the curtains and see, what's this guy even doing? Why is he posting all these crappy videos talking about some business? So if that interests you at all, stick around. If not, go ahead, jump ship. This one may not be for you. I just wanted to be level with you guys. So again, my name is Max. I'm 27 years old. These last couple videos, you probably, I don't know, maybe you could tell, maybe you couldn't. I posted them at like 4 in the morning. My intentions with this channel are I want to, I guess in a way, manifest almost the future that I want. I want to talk about it and envision it and try at it hard enough that it's almost impossible that I fail. I think that what I'm doing is, it's not really for me. Since I started the business, pretty much every step of the way I've been challenged, maybe discouraged from continuing on. Some people are like, hey, why don't you just stop and make some money and then revisit? I couldn't give you a straight answer. I feel like I have to do this. Despite the challenges, I mean, with my experience from the Marine Corps, I could have gotten out, started making, $80,000 a year probably from the moment I got out, and potentially make upwards of $100K after a few years of doing that. I could have done that, and I probably would have enjoyed it and been good at it, but that's not really what I want. I feel like I have to do something greater than myself. Like my purpose is greater than myself. Ultimately, I feel like my purpose is to help people in every which way I can. Right now, I'm trying to do that with the business, and in the future, right now I'm investing myself as much as I can in business by just trying to learn from people that have done it or are doing it, surrounding myself with other people who are in a similar situation to myself, reading, or rather listening to audiobooks, listening to podcasts of very successful people talking to other successful people about their successes, about their problems, about just the concerns, just listening to them and hearing the way that they think. That's valuable in my opinion. I'm just trying to completely immerse myself in this, with the hopes that if I retain even half of it, that I could maybe be half as successful as they are at what I'm doing, and that would be good enough. Right now I'm trying to do that with the cleaning company. In the future, by immersing myself in this business world and trying to learn as much about it as possible, ultimately I would love to start like a mentorship or coaching program or something where I can help people truly become the best versions of themselves by pursuing their passions, by showing them that this dream that you've had all this time, this calling or this purpose that you feel deep inside, whatever it may be, passion, hobby, it doesn't matter. whatever it is, you can find a way to align that with your life and make whatever you can envision your reality. As long as you can envision it in enough detail, then you can make it happen. I truly believe that. And so that's what I want to be able to coach people, mentor people, and hopefully help them become a better version of themselves, start their own businesses. I think the world would be a better place with more business owners. And then hopefully I can, after that, retire soon. I'm hoping I can retire in my 40s. And I'd like to be a teacher. Oddly enough, I did go to school for about 2.5 years to be a high school math teacher. But I want a big family. I don't want an extravagant home life necessarily. Humble house, I'm okay with that. All I want is some chickens and a garden, and if I can, maybe a couple cows or something like that in the future. But really, just some chickens and a garden is I'm okay with that, and enough space to house my family comfortably. That's all I want. I don't go out often. I'd rather cook at home. I'd rather spend our nights outside than in the city. So I don't really have an expensive dream lifestyle. I do want to travel. I'd love to, instead of spending my money on these little things that to me they don't matter, to my other half doesn't matter to her. She's on board. She doesn't care to live out the nightlife and things like that. So we both want a modest lifestyle, and we both want to travel. So I'd love to, instead of spending money on nightlife and whatever else people like to spend their money on, I don't know, cars, yachts, shoes, I don't know, all of those things. If they're important to you and they matter to you, cool. I encourage you to find a way to do it in a way that aligns with your lifestyle. Maybe you can find a way to generate some money with that hobby or whatever it is. That would be, I guess, in my eyes, ideal, but to each their own. But yeah, I guess with that extra money, I'd just like to go on vacations and things like that. I just want to travel and be able to travel with my family. But even with that modest lifestyle that I want, being a teacher wouldn't support that. So I had to drop out. I was a full-time student. I was working full-time at a credit union at the time. And I got my business to the point where it was generating enough money and taking up enough of my time where I decided, you know what, I'm making more money per hour working on my business than I am going to school. And ultimately being a teacher wouldn't support the lifestyle that I want anyways. So, but it's still a passion of mine. I'm going down lots of rabbit holes and whatever else, but I don't care. I'm just gonna one take go through it with you guys and just be candid with you. But I was kind of a punk in high school, and I graduated with a 1.1 GPA. And I've been to a lot of schools. I went to about about 4 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, and 4 high schools. And I had a whole different set of teachers every time I moved. And sometimes I'd move partway through the year, so I'd have a set of 8th grade teachers, move partway through the year, and have another set of 8th grade teachers. I moved around a ton for reasons I won't get into. But out of all these teachers, I only had maybe a small handful that had a lasting positive impact on my life. And that to me is a shame. And there's lots of reasons for that, and I won't get into that either. But I guess Gandhi, I don't know, an inspiring leader of mine once told me, and they maybe didn't give credit to the original quote, but he once told me that you should be the change that you want to see in the world. I think later on I found out that this was Gandhi. I'm not sure, but don't quote me on who that quote's from. But I take that to heart. I want to be the change I want to see in the world. So I do want to be that impactful teacher that can show these kids who are in high school and lost and don't feel seen and need some guidance, need some help, just want to be heard. I want to do that still. And so I guess all of this is in an effort to build a lifestyle so that I can ultimately do that and help the kid that I was. Because I needed that. I had one teacher, man, she probably saved me. A couple teachers and an administrator, they probably saved me. Because I had every opportunity to do the wrong thing. I had every opportunity to go down the wrong path, hang out with the wrong people. Honestly, sometimes I even think it's a miracle. It is a miracle that I'm here today. So I'm blessed for that. But that's what I want out of life. That's what I want from this channel. I want to be able to everything that I can to put into the world to enable me to accomplish this. That's what I want. So thank you guys for hearing me out. I guess I can wrap it up here. I guess I'll cut it off. Thank you guys.